Let's revisit our earlier story on the vetting of Cabinet Secretary nominees entered the second day today, with the candidates putting their best foot forward in securing the job. Matters national security, reviving the economy, and gender equality took center stage, with a hue and cry about the cattle-rustling menace up north. Now, NTV's Melita Oletenges gives us that report.
Kithure Kindiki, former Tharaka Nithi senator who missed the running mate appointment by President William Ruto by a whisker, was the first to face the vetting committee today. He is among President William Ruto's most trusted men, and being proposed to steer the coveted Interior Ministry made him go back to the drawing board
I, Kithure Kindiki,
and review his priorities after declaring that he is not interested in an appointive seat after President Ruto picked Rigathi Gachagua to deputize him.
I have since reviewed that position after persuasion by my party. My party persuaded me, and in fact, if the honorable member cared to listen to that speech, I said, however, notwithstanding my personal decision, if my party wishes to engage me and requires me to reconsider my position, I'll be willing to listen.
Samburu West MP Naisula Lesuda putting to task Kindiki Kithure on the perennial cattle-rustling menace was overcome by emotions following an incident in which one person was killed and livestock stolen in a recent attack.
What strategy or are your thoughts do you have to end this menace once and for all, so that as a leader I can execute my other national duties and not concern myself only on matters security?
I am instructed to ensure that the banditry problem is resolved once and for all. I assure Kenyans, and I assure this committee, that I will make whatever sacrifices that are required to be made. I will stay focused until this problem is over.
Kindiki declared his net worth currently at 544 million. Professor Njuguna Ndung'u was next in line. Former Central Bank of Kenya governor, now elevated and fronted as the next Treasury Cabinet Secretary. While expressing his competence to occupy the post, Njuguna faced a hurdle. He had been implicated in corruption scandals such as the sale of Grand Regency Hotel and allegations of money printing contracts unlawfully.
The CEO of an organization, his role was, or his or her role was, to appoint the procurement committee. If the procurement committee made a decision, the CEO could not vary that decision. Since then, and I had already left the central bank, things have changed and the law has been revised.
Professor Ndung'u declared his net worth at 950 million and promised to turn around the economy. Davis Chirchir has been labeled as a mystery man yet powerful in Ruto's inner circle, making a comeback to the vetting stage in different circumstances, but proposed to the same docket Ministry of Energy and Petroleum. He denied any involvement in the infamous Chicken Gate scandal, in which millions of government money was lost in a fraudulent tendering process.
Sir, in the excellent State of the Nation address of Thursday, 26th March 2015, my name was among the 175 names that were tabled in Parliament on allegations that I was not aware of. And I wrote to the President as he had basically requested those who had been mentioned to step aside. So I wrote to step aside to allow investigations to take place in line with Chapter 6 and the other clauses requiring integrity of an office such as the one I hold.
Moses Kuria, former MP for Gatundu South, proposed to head the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Industry, was the last to face the vetting committee today. Formerly a close ally to President Uhuru Kenyatta, but his political calculations have placed him just a step away from a plum job in government.
The President is expected to outline our manufacturing agenda for the next 10 years in a public event. And if I would just say that the issue of if you want to manufacture in Kenya, you are going to find a friend in the government of Kenya.
Moses Kuria's net worth stands at 750 million. The vetting of 5 other cabinet committee members is expected to continue tomorrow. Milita Oletenges, NTV.